Hi, I'm Molly.
And I'm Jamie, and this is our From the Pasture with Hired Hand podcast. As the owners of Hired Hand website software, we've been developing websites and creating internet marketing strategies for livestock breeders for the past 10 years.
The majority of our customers are involved in the breeding of registered animals, such as Texas Longhorn, Highland cattle, horses, and white-tailed deer, where the pedigrees are very important. The From the Pasture with Hired Hand podcast examines many of the differences in raising pedigreed livestock for maximum profit. Join us and learn what we're covering today.
In today's episode, we'll be talking with Dale Hunt from Rockin' H Longhorns. Dale has raised Longhorns for over 30 years near Ardmore, Oklahoma. He's also one of the sale hosts for the Texoma Spring Classic. Hi, Dale. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us.
Well, howdy back, Jamie.
So the Texoma Spring Classic is coming up here in a few weeks. What's the exact date?
The sale is March 28th. It's right around the corner.
It is. And the location, it's the same as what it's been in previous years, correct?
That is correct. It's now called the Overbrook Stockyards, Overbrook, Oklahoma, just south of Ardmore.
Awesome. Just south of Ardmore, and then that makes it, about an hour and a half north of Dallas, I believe? That's how long it takes me to get there?
That is correct. Exit 24 on 24 miles north of the Red River.
Yep. How many years have you been part of the sale?
This is my second year as part of the Texoma Spring Classic.
But the sale itself dates back, how many years has it been since they started this sale?
Jamie, this is fun. It goes back almost 20 years. In the beginning, it was called the Three Amigos. If those of you remember, Buck Adams and Larry Stewart and Bob Loomis and their lovely wives all started that, and they called it the Three Amigos. And then I think Larry sold out and some things changed, and it became the Red River sale, and Rick Fredericks became a part of it. And that went on for a while, and then Rick and Tracy sold out. And then last year, Chris Clark and Bob Loomis and myself started the Texoma Spring Classic, and we moved it from Memorial Day weekend. We moved it to the last weekend in March.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so the sale this year for the Texoma Spring Classic is you, Bob, and Chris Clark, correct?
That is correct.
Yep, awesome. And then is there a social again this year? I know there has been one in the past years.
What we're going to do, the folks with the Indian Territory Futurity really work hard on Friday putting the futurity on. So instead of them having to cook dinner for everyone like they've been, we're all going to get together and we're all going to go somewhere real nice in Ardmore and have a good social dinner somewhere and have some big time. But Saturday morning will be the awards banquet for the futurity, a chuck wagon breakfast. All that's going to be going on at the sale barn at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning.
And the auctioneer is Bruce McCarty, and Lori will be handling the office. Is that right?
That's correct. Colonel McCarty's going to be auctioning the cattle off.
And then we have Donnie Taylor handling the cattle.
Donnie and his crew's in the back.
Mm-hmm. And if people need to get a hold of Donnie about any of cattle arrangements for transit cattle or whatnot, they're available to do so?
They sure can. If they're going to be late getting there or anything out of the ordinary, they need to reach out to Donnie.
Perfect. And then I'm assuming we'll have only the best reading pedigrees that weekend?
I don't know about that, Jamie, but I'll be doing the pedigrees.
All right. And I think you also have haulers available as well.
Absolutely. Ron and Wes and Chase all have agreed to be there, and they will all be hauling, and we can, I know a lot of people have signed up online, so if you buy online or you buy more than you can haul, we can get your cattle home for you.
Yep, and for those people who will be online bidding, I will be sure to text out Wes, Ron, and Chase's numbers as well, so they'll be able to get a hold of them during the sale to arrange hauling.
That's perfect. That's a great idea.
So you said on Friday it will be the ITTLA Futurity, which starts at noon. And then on Saturday, what's the schedule for Saturday?
Saturday's going to be 10 a.m. is going to be the awards and the check wagon breakfast, and then the sale starts at 1.
Perfect.
The cafe will be open as well. So, we're going to have kind of a late breakfast. So if somebody gets a little hungry around 1 or 2, the cafe will be open all afternoon.
Perfect. I remember from past years, they always have really good food in there.
Absolutely.
Love what you're hearing? Be sure to check out our Pickup Truck Confessions. It's a video series where we hop in the truck or a rental car and interview a variety of breeders about what drives their passion for their livestock, how they got started in the breed of their choice, marketing tips, and more. And now, back to the podcast. So let's change things over a little bit and talk about some of the consigners that you have in the sale.
Okay. I think everyone by now has their catalog, and I've had a lot of comments on how impressed everyone is with the cattle lineup. But like Lynn and Josie put in a tremendous heifer. Bill Hudson put in a upper 80-inch cow. Kent Harrell brought some nice stuff. Kurt and Glenda Twining have got some top consignments in there. Man, it just keeps going on. Suzanne Torkelson put a super nice heifer in there. Brian Brett brought a whole trailer full. He's got a 80-inch cow and a bunch of young stuff that's super nice. Michael Beck brought a whole trailer load. He's got some bighorn cows and 2 or 3 heifers that sure could win fraternities. Don Bartlett's brought some really, really nice rowdy offsprings that's coming up that's going to be some super nice young cattle. Tony and Larry put a real fancy black and white cow in there. So we've got some really strong consignments.
Well, perfect. And I think I saw when I was looking through the catalog that Kyle and Whitney Maiden have one consigned too.
Kyle and Whitney, yes. They've got a big flathorn cow in there, and then Kyle put some young stuff in there, and they're going to be there with us.
Well, that's exciting. It's been quite a few years since we've seen them.
Kyle's been being quiet in the background. You ought to see what he's been breeding. You're going to be impressed.
Is he? Well, good.
There's 23 consigners in the sale coming from 5 different states, Jamie. There's 14 cows that's over 80 inches. 2 may be 90 by sale time.
Wow. That's really exciting. So when I was looking through the catalog the other day, I noticed that you have, 3 different semen lots to start the sale. That's something that's new this year, correct?
Yes. Yeah, we wanted, it's spring, it's breeding time. We wanted to do something different, and that's a good way to, no one wants to go first in a sale. So we thought, you know what, we're going to offer some semen from some top bulls. It's breeding time. That'll give it a chance for everybody to get warmed up and buy some great semen packages, and then we'll start right in with the females.
Perfect. So do you have, or who do you think are the standout consignments this year?
One thing we're going to start with is Missy Now offered two really, really nice females, and we didn't get them in the catalog. So they're going to start at 4A and 4B, and we're going to be doing some handouts. So I want everybody to be watching out for Missy Now's handouts and the e-blast we're doing. You ought to see these 2 nice females that she's put in the sale. And Missy's right there local, Jamie, so she wants this sale to work so she can kind of represent her cattle through this sale.
Yeah, I bet she's you could probably walk to her place if you wanted to. It's so close.
Yeah, we tried to get her to bring her giraffe, but she said she couldn't bring the giraffe.
That would have been fun. That would have been something different for sure. Are there any other standout consignments that you can think of?
Bob and Pam Loomis, as always, have really stepped up to the plate. Bob has put a daughter, a big 80-plus inch horn daughter of the Lady Great cow that they have. Lady Great is the 90-some inch Monica daughter. So you all know how awesome of a consignment that was. Last year, Bob and Pam topped the sale with a $100,000 daughter of Rio Monica. Okay, this year Bob has stepped up and they've put an 80-some inch horn daughter of the $100,000 cow that sold last year. So these are going to be 2 awesome. So Sherrill and I, we knew we had to put something good in, so we put an 88-plus inch tip-to-tip daughter of Sharpshooter in out of a daughter of Kelly, Z.D. Kelly. This is a half sister to Houdini, and this is the longest horn Sharpshooter daughter in the breed that we know of. So these are going to be 3 really exciting lots to watch sell.
Mhm. What about, do you have any young heifers that you think are going to stand out?
Oh my, the first 23 or 24 lots are all the heifers and the embryos. And when you look through there, it's like, man, this one's probably going to top it. And then you look 3 lots more and there's another one. I just have no idea. The Torkelson heifer, Lynn and Josie's heifer, and Bartlett's got some in there. Michael Beck's got some in there that are all just super fancy. It's going to be fun to watch these heifers sell.
Mhm. And if I remember right, if people are interested in twist, there was a couple animals that had a pretty good twist on them too.
We do. We've got 2 true corkscrew twist females in the sale, and that's something I think we're losing in the breed. And so I was really tickled to get those in the lineup.
So if you had to make any guesses, who do you think is going to be the top seller this year?
I'm scared to say. What about you, Jamie? What would you guess?
I plead the fifth. I don't know.
It's going to be exciting because we're gonna have some good prices on those top selling lots, because there's going to be a lot of people want to add those genetics to their programs.
Yeah, it looks like, I was looking through the catalog earlier today, and you definitely got a good lineup of cows.
And there's going to be something in there for everybody.
Mm-hmm. So now, for people who are coming to the sale, are there hotel rooms available yet at the host hotels?
I believe there still are. The host hotel will be the Holiday Inn in Ardmore. They had us blocked for an $84 rate. I don't know getting this late if they will still honor that or not, but to my knowledge, there's still rooms there. And I knew some of the people love the casino, and some of them are staying down at WinStar. So the Holiday Inn is about 10 minutes north, 10 to 12 minutes north, and the WinStar Casino is about 20 minutes south of the sale.
Mm-hmm. And if people get in early and they're not sure what to do, there's lots of area attractions around. The one that's closest that I can think of would be Lake Murray. I know I drove out there. I think it was last year that we drove out there and looked around, and it looks like a beautiful lake that has lots of things to do. I don't know about the end of March, but it's at least pretty to go drive around. It's
beautiful. It's in Oklahoma's Parks and Wildlife top 10. They keep it just spotless. There's great shower facilities, and the fishing's supposed to be really good out there.
Mhm. And for those people that like to shop, I know one year Molly and I ran into one of the antique stores there, and they had a wide selection of items to look at and purchase as well.
That's right, and there's some really unique antique shops, and then the downtown area of Ardmore has been really restored, and it's just antique shop after antique shop when you get down on the old part of Main Street down there.
Mhm. Yeah, there's some restaurants that we've stumbled across while we've been down there walking around as well. Cafe Alley is one. I think that's the name of it. That's the one that comes to mind that has really good food. And that's then we actually
top restaurant.
Mhm. And then we ran into Sid Jordan one time at the Hamburger Inn. She said she makes frequent stops in there to get hamburgers.
Oh, it's such a cool. It's a restaurant that still has the counter. You walk up by and has the little round stools in the counter, and there's no place hardly to park. And still every day at noon, it's a sellout crowd at the Hamburger Inn and their homemade pies.
Mhm. And then one thing that is also neat that we usually do is run over to the Cloverleaf. When you look at it from the outside, everything on the outside is pink, and they have pink bicycles lining the parking lot, and giant hands for chairs, and it's a fun little store to run into as well.
Super fun store. Sherrill worked there for a while when she was in nursing school.
Oh, did she? I didn't know. That's fun.
Yeah.
And if shopping's not your thing, there's always, of course, other Longhorn breeders that are in the area. Do you want to mention some of them?
Why wouldn't that still be shopping, Jamie?
Oh, this is true. It is still shopping, not just viewing.
This is man shopping.
It's a man shopping. It's the other version. I get
it. There's great ranches there. Bob and Pam Loomis are there, the veteran breeders. Melissa and Monty's right there. Sherrill and I are right there. Josh and Kit Dinwiddie are right there. Missy Nowell's right there. Steve Douglas is there. I'm sure I'm missing somebody, but those are right there in that little spot in them 2 counties. There's a lot of breeders.
Yep, and I think if I remember right, Don Anderson lives pretty close, and Steve Jordan does as well.
Right, I knew I'd be missing somebody. Yep, Steve
Yep.
and Don are right there as well.
Well, is there anything else that you want to mention about the sale?
Well, it's been a long winter. Everybody, please come. We're going to have a ball. The fraternity's going to be all day Friday, so we can see some great heifers there. We can have a good social. We're going to have a great sale Saturday, so please come. It'll be a ball. Open bar, courtesy of Craft Ranches, Gravett Longhorns, and Casey's Longhorns.
Oh,
So
very nice.
you're going to have a lot of fun at the sale.
Well, perfect. We hope to see everyone there. Thanks again, Dale, for taking time out of your day to join us.
You're very welcome. Have a great day, everybody.